we're encountering yet another issue with VM access as we approach go live. Our initial architectural design specified Bastion as the primary access method. However, due to implementation delays, we initially deployed Azure Virtual Desktops, or AVDs, as a temporary workaround. AVDs were used as a band-aid solution to expedite the migration, but they are over-engineered for our core requirement of simple VM access. We are now required to transition back to Bastion, which is now implemented. However, we're facing challenges with Entra ID authentication in this setup. Currently, Entra ID authentication with Bastion is not functioning as expected. This means our initial band-aid, Entra ID, joined VMs, and AVDs, is also now being removed. This forces us to consider local accounts as a workaround. However, relying on local accounts presents significant security risks. Local accounts are inherently less secure due to weak password management. Local accounts often rely on weaker password policies, increasing vulnerability to brute force attacks. Lack of centralized control. Managing local accounts across multiple VMs is cumbersome and lacks the centralized control provided by Entra ID or ADDS. Limited auditing. Local account activity is harder to audit, making it difficult to track user actions and detect potential security breaches. Our original design had also included Azure AD Domain Services, or ADDS, for authentication. At the time of migration, the required two-way trust relationship between our tenants was not in place, which is why we proceeded with Entra ID. That trust relationship is now established, but we still have other ADDS-related requirements to consider. Critically, our VMs are currently Entra ID joined. If we transition to domain-joined VMs for ADDS authentication, our current users, and any other users currently using Entra ID accounts to access the VMs, will immediately lose their access. This transition requires careful planning and execution to avoid disrupting critical workflows. Therefore, we need to address the following. Resolve the Entra ID authentication issue with Bastion. Avoid relying on local accounts due to their inherent security risks. Understand the full requirements for ADDS implementation. Plan a seamless transition from Entra ID joined VMs to domain joined VMs to prevent user access disruption. There will be another video clarifying my findings once I get to talk to people.